Myself Nandini Gaur, and I'll be explaining identity politics in India. Today, I stand before you to speak on a topic that is as complex as it is significant in the democratic life of our nation. This subject touches the very core of our social fabric and political discourse. With over a billion people, India is a mosaic of identity based on caste, religious, language, ethnicity, reason, and more. While these identities have enriched our cultural heritage, they have also been mobilized, often strategically, in the realm of politics. Let's explore the many dimensions of identity politics in India, its various forms, the role played by political parties in promoting it, and the insights provided by the scholars and the leaders. Understanding identity politics. Politics refers to political position based on interest and perspective of social groups with which they identify themselves. In the Indian context, this often manifests through caste, religion, region, and language. Unlike many Western countries where the identity politics may be rooted in gender and class or race, India's unique socio historical context has created a different tapestry of identity based mobilization. Now, let's understand the forms and aspects of identity politics in India. Caste based politics. Caste has been a central axis of social and political life in India. The implementation of Mandal Commission's recommendation in 1990, which advocated for the reservation for other backward class, marked a turning point. It led to the rise of political consciousness among backward caste and transformed the political landscape. Parties like Bahujan Samaj Party under the leadership of Kansi Ram and later Mayawati emerged to campaign Dalit rights. Kansi Ram once declared, "Our struggle is not for the chair, it is for the share," highlighting the aspiration of representation and empowerment. Religious identity politics. Religion based mobilization has been another powerful force. The partition of India itself was a product of religious identity politics. Post independence, the emergence of Bharatiya Janata Party and the Ram Janmabhoomi movement are prime examples. Scholar Christoph Zefferleit observed Hindutva is a form of ethno religious nationalism that seeks to define Indian culture in terms of Hindu values. The BJP, the BJP's rise has been marked by an appeal to pan Hindu India, which has consolidated various caste groups under a broader religious umbrella. Now, religion, regional, and linguistic politics. India's linguistic and regional diversity has also given birth to new powerful identity politics. The Dravidian movement in Tamil Nadu led to the rise of parties like DMK and AIADMK. In Andhra, the Telugu Desam Party (TDP) emerged as a voice of Telugu people. In Maharashtra, the Shiv Sena built its politics around Marathi identity. These parties have often campaigned local languages, culture, and economic interest, sometimes resisting the perceived dominance of Hindi or the central government. Political scientist Paul Brass noted that linguistic movements were instrumental in shaping federalism and state autonomy in India. Ethnic and tribal politics. Tribal identities, especially in states like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and Northeast, have formed the basis for demand for autonomy and self governance. The creation of Jharkhand and the continuing demand for the Gorkha land are reflective of ethnic assertion. Anthropologist Warrior Alvin, a close advisor to Nehru, advocated for the protection of tribal culture and autonomy. He emphasized that the tribal people should be allowed to develop along the lines of their own genius. Now, let's talk about the role of political parties in promoting identity politics. If we talk about Indian National Congress, historically the Congress party has attempted to build an inclusive national identity. However, it also engaged in what has been called vote bank politics, appealing to different communities for electoral gain. Rajni Kothari, a prominent political theorist, described the Congress system as one of the absorbed various identity under a dominant party structure. Bharatiya Janata Party has promoted a Hindutva identity aiming to unify Hindus across caste and region. Leaders like Atal Bihari Vajpayee emphasized development and good governance, but the party's core ideology, shaped by RSS, has often stressed cultural nationalism under Prime Minister Modi. The party has also tried to appeal to OBCs and Dalits within a Hindu nationalist framework. Regional parties like DMK, TDP, and Shiv Sena have used regional and linguistic identities to mobilize support. Their politics often reflect local grievance, cultural pride, and push for a greater state autonomy. Left Party, traditionally leftist party focused on class rather than the caste or religion. However, in recent years, they have increasingly recognized the importance of identity in mobilizing support, particularly among Dalits and Adivasis. We have talked about the role of parties in promoting the identity politics in India. Now let's look at some scholarly perspective on identity politics. So, Rajni Kothari saw identity politics as a natural result of democratic expansion. He believed that democracy deepens, marginalized communities seek greater representation. Another scholar, Yogendra Yadav, a political scientist and sociologist, argued that identity politics, especially caste based mobilization, has been instrumental in democratizing Indian politics. He emphasized that such politics gave voice to those previously excluded from power. Atushore Varshini, in his studies on ethnic conflict, observed that the presence of inter-community network can reduce violence. According to him, identity politics does not inevitably lead to conflict. Much depends on the nature of civil society. Positive impacts of identity politics. Empowerment of marginalized group. Identity politics has brought historically disadvantaged group into political mainstream. Democratic deepening. By mobilizing various identities, it has enhanced participatory democracy. Representation increased of diverse groups in legislature and governance structure. Negative consequences of identity politics, sectarianism and polarization. Overemphasis on identity can lead to division and communal tension. Vote bank politics. Sometimes identity politics degenerates into mere electoral arithmetic, ignoring development. Violence and conflict, communal rights, caste clashes, and regional agitations have sometimes been fueled by identity politics. So, in conclusion, identity politics in India is both a strength and a challenge. It has empowered the voiceless but has also at times fragmented society. The challenge before us is to embrace our diversity while fostering a sense of common nationhood. As Dr. B.R. Ambedkar wisely said, political democracy cannot last unless there lies at the base of it social democracy. Thank you.